This video is intended for audiences over the age of 13. If you are not 13 years or older, please click away from this video now. You have been warned. What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room, and it is time for another one of my toy room tours. Now, I haven't done this, I think, since the beginning of the year. I think I did it in January. We're in June now, so the year is halfway done, which is just mind-blowing and crazy to believe. So I figured it was just about time to do another room tour. So I gotta give my usual disclaimers for those of you who may be new here. This is not my entire collection. I have way more stuff than this. Everything's packed up in the garage because this is my temporary living situation. Hopefully I'll be moving out of here at the end of the year. So I just never wanted to unpack all the stuff that I got because it was a pain packing all those stuff up when I moved here, and I didn't want to go through all that again. So all of this is stuff that I've picked up, I'd say, I don't know, in the last 2 years. Most of this stuff, some of this stuff was from my previous collection that I actually did want to put on display, but most of this stuff is some stuff that I've picked up in the last few years or so. And without further ado, I think that's all the disclaimers that I have. If you guys want to see what my old toy room looked like and what my old collection looked like, I'll leave a playlist at the end of the video. You can check out my room tours from the past, from a couple years ago, and see how the room has changed and evolved since then. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the room tour for June. So we're gonna start off right here at the entrance at the door, and the first thing that I want to show off is my Disney calendar. You can see this is for June 2020, and this is just awesome. Obviously this is going to be Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios, and I really love this picture. Such a cool picture. Check out WDW magazine. That is where this calendar is from if you guys are interested in picking something like this up. And then moving on to the side, we have Sparky, who's having a very tough day because he has anxiety when it rains or when it thunders. I don't know if you guys can see, his legs are like trembling right there. Hey, baby. So he has anxiety when it rains or when it thunders, so he's freaking out right now because it is thundering and raining outside. But he's a fighter, he's okay. Anyways, moving on, we have nothing special here. I just have a lamp with my smart bulb and my Google Home that controls all the lights in here. So this lamp, it controls this fan light right here, and it controls some of the lights back there, and my TV, and so on and so forth. Then moving on here, we have my wall of puzzles. Now this is something new that I have done and that I have started, and it started out with this one Disney puzzle back here, and I just got the one puzzle and got a puzzle sticker and put it up on the wall, and I thought it looked pretty cool, and I thought I was gonna stop there, but then I started getting more puzzles and just got really addicted into puzzles. So unfortunately, once I put them up on the wall, I can't really take them down unless I buy new mounting things for them. What are they called? Command strips. And those things are not cheap, so if I take them off the wall, I gotta buy a new pack of command strips to replace them, and so I can move these puzzles around, because as you can see, I just started with this one and I just put it in the center of the wall, but now I have all of these and kind of going off to the side and not really measured right, and then I have this gap up here, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I do have some more puzzles that I have to put going this way. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this empty space up here or that little empty space there. I'll try and find a puzzle that's small enough that can fit in that spot, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that top space. It does look a little out of order and kind of incomplete right now, but once I get everything sorted out with that, I think it will look cool. But I just think it's really cool building these puzzles, putting them together, and then just using it as wall art versus just having a blank wall right there. So I think that looks really cool. And coming over here, we just have some Star Wars posters and some pictures and phone cases and a license of Sparky. Then moving over here, here is my Fast and the Furious Jada Toys diecast collection. I have pretty much every car, not every car to release, but every car that I want, the important cars from like the original movies. So that is pretty cool, and I've done reviews on every single one of these, so check my playlist. I have a playlist on the channel if you guys are interested in seeing that. Then coming to the window over here, we have my Lego Fiat, and then just some of my other Fiats that I have die-cast, and that goes all the way back there. Now this is my review station. This is where I do all my reviews at. It's a little bit of a mess right now. I just have random puzzles that need to get done that's thrown on here, random figures that I've been on the fence about reviewing just because they're so basic and there's not much to review with them. But if you guys do want to see a review of this, let me know. Or if you guys want to see a review of this, let me know, because I've been on the fence. But again, they're just so basic, like there's not much to them. What you see is what you get. So that's my review station. Like I said, it is a little bit of a mess right now. And then moving over to the command center, and I'm gonna flip this light on right here, maybe give us a little bit of a better lighting situation. But here if we can focus, here are my systems. So these are all the consoles that I have in my collection. So nothing has changed here. Xbox One X, original launch day Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Spider-Man PS4 Pro, Fat PS3, Fat PS2, Wii Mini, GameCube with the portable screen that you can flip up, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 3DS XL, Super Nintendo Edition, Super Nintendo Mini, NES, NES Mini or NES Classic, and then all of my controllers. We have my PS1 Classic with the True Blue USB stick to hack it, and then we have my Sega Genesis Mini that is hacked, and my NES and Super Nintendo are both hacked as well. Now I know a lot of this is probably dusty. I did not take the time to dust everything before I started this video. You guys will just have to deal with it. So moving on, here are my NECA video game figures. As you can see, I have pretty much all of them. I think the only one I'm still missing is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I have all of the other NECA video game figures, and that wraps around this way to the Contra and Predator ones, and then it also wraps around on this side, and I'll flip this light on to give us some better lighting, to God of War and Gremlins, and I think I have some more on that side. Now, one thing that I did change up is my lineup of pops. I got some new ones that I added into this main display, and I wrapped some around this way. So here are the pops that I have. So obviously we have Batman, we have Stan Lee, we have Jeffrey the Giraffe as Iron Man, and then I moved over the Alice in Wonderland teacup ride from Disney, and then I have my Hocus Pocus 3-pack, not 3-pack, these were individuals, but you can get them as a 3-pack as well, but I have those, and I have the Splash Mountain 3-pack. Then I have my Pokemon Pops, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle with the custom sunglasses that I got off of Etsy, I believe, for only like $5, which wasn't bad at all. So now I have a Squirtle Squad Squirtle. And then these are brand new. I got Eevee and Mr. Mime. Then moving on, we have Slinky from Toy Story, we have Bullseye, regular and flocked version from Toy Story, Wheezy from Toy Story, and I have my Teen Wolf Michael J. Fox pops right there. One of them was Comic-Con exclusive, which I believe was this one, and then we have the standard one. I have my chased version of Taz from Space Jam. Then I have the Michael Jordan UNC pops right there, and Michael Jordan Chicago pop. Chicago alternate, and then this is another recent pickup is Guy Fieri. I just thought this was really cool. Drivers, Dine-Ins, and Dives was one of my favorite shows growing up, so I definitely had to pick this up. I just recently ate at his restaurant Chicken Guy the other day at Disney Springs. Really good stuff. Moving on, we have my Biggie Pops right there. I still need to get the Hot Topic exclusive. I just kind of been lazy about it. And then moving on this way, we have my Moon Man pop and my Muhammad Ali pop, and I have a whole bunch more figures that we'll get to in a second over here. But moving back to this wall, I have my Baby Yoda painting. Christina actually painted this at Painting with a Twist. I thought it came out really cool. Had to hang that up on the wall. So Into the Spider-Verse movie poster, Spider-Man Far From Home movie poster, Avatar bag, which I used to have hanging off of here, but I finally properly hung it on the wall so it's not kind of dangling out of place and kind of looks like it goes with everything else. And then we have my Mickey Mouse Disco record right here, vinyl record that I found at the thrift store for like $1, and the Tales from Space comic book. This is a replica from Back to the Future. If you guys are familiar with that movie, you will instantly recognize this right here. Got that from the best man in my wedding that still have yet to happen because of this whole pandemic going on, but that was really cool. And then we have another recent pickup is the Ninja Turtles Hot Wheels. Couldn't really think of a place to put them, so I just kind of hung them here. I did want to keep them in the packaging because, let's be honest, anybody who's getting these is getting them for the packaging and not the actual vehicles themselves. Then moving on this way, we have my Matchbox Jurassic Park Jeep, my Back to the Future Hot Wheels DeLorean, and my Toy Story Hot Wheels RC and Pizza Planet truck. Link's Awakening game poster, NBA 2K20 promotional poster from GameStop, Fresh Prince Will Smith air freshener, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 promo poster from GameStop. And then we have my arcade 1-ups, which you all should be familiar with. You see these in the backgrounds of all my videos, but we have the Marvel Superheroes cabinet, the Street Fighter 2 cabinet, which was the original cabinet that I got. This is one of the first cabinets ever released to the public, so that was awesome. And Final Fight cabinet right here. And I couldn't really find a place for my Oculus Quest, so I just kind of threw it on here for now until I find a proper place for it. And then moving on, obviously I have this smart bulb right here, and I have these LED strips right here, which are really cool, and my 10-inch Michael Jordan pops. I have both of them. I do not know why, I just had to have them. And then we're gonna move on to this way. Let me just set up the lighting so I can actually. So with the lighting set up, we're gonna start on the right side and then work our way back this way. So starting on the right side, we have just some random assortment of figures, no really rhyme or reason. It's kind of turned into like a Disney theme type of thing, but we have this Magic Kingdom entrance sign prop replica that somebody sent to me. Then we have all of the Pixar remix figures, and I've done reviews on all of those if you guys want to check that out. I have my Toy Story Land cup from obviously Toy Story Land at Disney, my Pizza Planet Funko Pop, some Kingdom Hearts Pete and Chip and Dale figures right here, and some of the Funko Disney figures based on the Saturday afternoon cartoons, I believe. So I got Chip and Dale. We have some DuckTales ones back there. I think the only one I'm missing is, well, I'm missing actually a lot of them, but from the original wave, I'm only missing Darkwing. And I have some random Power Ranger stuff back here and some other Funko Pop Power Ranger stuff that I keep forgetting is even back there. And then we have my video game collection, which I've actually started to sell. Believe it or not, I've been selling some of my video game collection. You can see the empty spaces down there. I think I've already sold like 40 or 50 games out of this collection. If you guys want, I'll probably have to do a separate video about this on why I'm selling my collection. But yes, I am selling my collection, not the entirety of it, but probably a majority of it. And like I said, I'll have a separate video talking about that. But moving on, let's start at the top here. So I just have some random video game figures with this Samus Metroid figure, and then this Super Nintendo prop replica cartridge, which is oversized and is awesome. I got that from GameStop. It came with the t-shirt with the box art of the game. And then we have my Walgreens exclusive Donkey Kong and Mario 8-bit Jack specific figures, and then the other Walgreens exclusive Mario and Bowser figure. And then moving on down here, just a random assortment of figures from different video games and my Super Nintendo stuff and NES stuff right here on the top shelf. And we have my Mario Happy Meal figures. Then moving down, more games and more random assortment of figures. I have my Rocket League Hot Wheels up here and my Halo Warthog Hot Wheel right there. And we have the Mario Kart line of Hot Wheels, which I'm pretty sure I've done a review on all of these, so be sure to check that out. When the heck did I pick up a blue Yoshi? I don't even remember doing that. Anyways, so continuation of Super Nintendo stuff. Then we have my World of Nintendo figures and my Nintendo 64 collection with the end labels right there, which look really, really good. Moving on. Boom, boom, boom. Then moving on this way, again, I've done reviews on these guys as well. World of Nintendo, Mario Odyssey figures with the rest. Oh no, my moons have fallen over. I gotta fix those. With the rest of my 64 collection, which leads into my GameCube collection, which isn't very big, but is expanding. I did pick up quite a few of these games recently at the thrift store. Check out my recent videos for those. And then this leads into my Wii collection right here, which I've sold some already. And then into my Switch collection, which starts here and then works its way back down this way. As you can see, there we go. And then that moves into my PSP collection. So as you guys can see, I have these all alphabetized and then in order by system and by company. So all of this is Nintendo, and it starts from NES, goes all the way to Switch. I started with PSP just because I needed this smaller space right here to go right here with this stuff, so it wasn't kind of out of order because they are kind of the same size as Switch cases. Then it moves into my PS2 collection, which I've sold some of that as well. And then that actually there is a gap, so it goes from PS2 to DS and PS1, and that reason being is this specific shelf on this shelf is only for stuff of this size, CD cases. So I had to use this specific shelf for my CD stuff, so that's why it goes from DS to PS1. But there you go, so it goes from PS1 into Dreamcast, PC, and then just random assortment of stuff here with extra space. And then the continuation of PS2 right here. I've done a detailed video about every single game in my collection, so if you guys were interested to actually get a closer look at everything I have. But that goes from PS2 to PS3, and I've sold a bunch of my PS3 collection. Then that moves into PS4, original Xbox, and then continuation of original Xbox till we eventually get to the Xbox 360 right there. And then 360 obviously leads into Xbox One. So that is a summary of this shelf right here. So moving on to this shelf, it's just a random assortment of video games and figures. So we have my Crash and Spyro figures from NECA, some random pops, some random, I forgot what these were called, but these were really, really cool. This company sent those out to me. Then we have my PS1 coasters right here, which are awesome. Done reviews on those. And then all of my Avatar Funko Pops and Diamond Select figures and just other assortment stuff from the Appa cereal. As you guys can tell, I absolutely love the Last Airbender. It's one of my favorite, and it's my favorite show of all time. Probably my favorite form of media of all time. Anyways, moving on, here is some other random assortment of stuff. We have my Dreamcast, my PS1 with some other random pops from Tekken. Then we have my Genesis with some Sonic figures and my Switch Lite and Tails that fell over. As you guys can see, he's hiding behind there. I have to pick him up. And then some other random Genesis games and this mini TV that I got out of the trash, which is awesome. Moving down here to the super dusty shelves, I got a Sega Saturn steering wheel, PSP, portable Sega Genesis, random Genesis games that are loose right there. My Sonic Mania for the Switch, my Shaq Fu Arizona Iced Tea, my Sonic Mania collector's statue, and my Sega Genesis charging hub. And then coming down here, we have my random assortment of Dust and GameCube stuff, and Game Boy stuff and Game Boy SP, so you guys can see just games and different handheld systems right there. And I actually have silver version missing because as we head back over here, hey baby, you okay? You're all right, lay down baby, you're a good boy, it's all right, lay down. As we have over here, I have silver version right here next to the bed because this is what I have been replaying through lately. So anyways, moving over here. Down here, we just have a bunch of random Xbox systems from the original Xbox to Xbox 360s to Xbox 360 Slims and everything in between. Sealed controllers, Xbox Live Day 1 edition for the Xbox One. I have my Kobe Bryant jersey hung up on the wall right here, rest in peace. Then I have my movie collection right here, which let me turn this off so that we can get a better look at it. But here is my movie collection of Blu-rays, DVDs, steelbooks, and everything in between. And then I just have these boxes down here of stuff that I need to organize, and this is another puzzle that I do have to hang up, and that is a Jaws puzzle. I just finished that yesterday. I have to go out and buy command strips, but like I mentioned, it is raining today. So moving on over here, here is my VHS collection, which is just grown like you would not believe. If you guys want to see a close-up video of all of this, let me know. But here is my VHS collection. I think I have like 50 or so, which I don't know how I amassed that many VHSs, but I did. Here's the Playmobil DeLorean that I recently reviewed from Back to the Future with the light up features and all that. And then this is all just a random assortment of toys, a lot of retro stuff, but you can see some Happy Meal figures right there, more Happy Meal figures, some random die-cast, Ninja Turtles, Party Wagon with all the original Ninja Turtles cartoons series in there, SpongeBob Masterpiece memes, Fresh Prince DVD collection, I don't know, just random assortment of Hot Wheels and other die-casts. We got Ghostbusters, a whole bunch of Hot Wheels back there, a whole bunch of those mini replica arcades are hiding back there. My Back to the Future hoverboard from San Diego Comic-Con, a bunch of random Back to the Future pops and Playmobil figures and mini die-casts from Back to the Future, and Back to the Future other die-casts from Loot Crate, I believe this was from. Then other mini random arcades all back there, and other pops and more pops over here. It just keeps on going, more pops, and then other classic stuff, Pokemon, the first movie soundtrack, and this Rocky VHS t-shirt from Funko, and this vintage Star Wars memory game on the Millennium Falcon, and random pops, and more Masterpiece meme figures, and more figures up here. And yeah, there's just a bunch of randomness going on here. There's no rhyme or reason to how I have it set up. That is just the way that it is set up. So let me flip this screen around right here and get back in frame for you guys. Okay, so that is the room. That is the toy room. I believe that is everything. I don't believe I missed anything. I mean, I have stuff in here in my closet, which I can show you guys really quickly. Just a bunch of other Funkos that I've yet to open stacked up here. Some Ninja Turtles from NECA, and just it's a mess in there. Stuff that I haven't got to. It's just stuff that I bought and that I'm eventually going to set up in the new room once I eventually move out of here, which I hope will be in January. We'll see. But anyways, that is the tour for June 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I mentioned earlier, if you guys want to see my old room tours or any of my reviews, search my channel. Most of them are recent. I'll leave some playlists up here to try and make it easier for you guys to find. And I have a bunch of playlists on the channel as well, which should make finding the videos that you guys want to see a little bit easier. So definitely check those out. If you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram to get close-ups of all this stuff. That link's in the description down below. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Sparky is shaking right now, so I gotta go attend to him. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys next time.